Hi everyone, I am Bharat Ali. I am a character rigging artist, specialized in different type of rigging system. I have 7+ years of experience in the industry, and currently I am working at Animal Logic here in Australia. This video is a quick demo of a tool that I have been researching about and working on for quite a while, on my free time of course. This tool is Universal Guide Assistant. Basically, it will automatize the guide placement from one character to another character. As you all aware, that nowadays on the big studios, majority of big studios have a template character, which is in other words, universal mesh that they have. They use it, the same mesh with the same typology or UV set for all the other characters that they might have in the movie. So to have this kind of universal mesh, it does help us as a rigger or any other department, help us a lot to automatize our workflow and as well as create the tooling for it. So this kind of universal mesh is really good. While I was doing my research, and I come across already quite a few studios using this, they have a AutoFit tool. So they place all the skeleton of one character to other character. That guide, one of them was Blue Sky and mGear, and there's a few more big names. So basically those two did already a demo that they were using this kind of tool in their workflow. And Blue Sky, the method that they were using is quite amazing as well. And I was inspired from that point that, hey, we might need to think something similar to this. And then that's how I start my research. And then I come across a small demo that mGear did as well. So I started studying both methods that they were working on and how actually collecting the data and how it correlates those data and based on those. Blue Skies was more dependent on landmark and the accuracy of the mesh. The method that mGear was using was more how it's calculating based on matrices and all the other good methods. They were using these algorithms, collecting those data to get an accurate result based on the point of, based on each guides and pointing towards the closest point on the mesh and getting back and calculating all these things and many time to get all those data. And this is how I assumed and I found out that they were doing. So I did test both method, and the Blue Sky method is really good, but it required a lot of work and to keep from one character to other character. The landmark accuracy and all those things was crucial to give you a good result. And the mGear method was more the algorithm, how it calculating and collecting those data, how it's actually pointing in and then filtering back and to see which of those data is good. So those two methods, when I saw that many, if we combine them in a way that use both options in layer system, and once it collect all the data, then it need to filter out and to see what is the most closest results that it produce and filter those data and then pass it to the guide from one character to other character. Having this idea in mind, then I start working on a small tool. This tool is quite similar to what mGear was doing and some of the ways that they were doing. So the reason is I feel if I want to release this tool to the public, then I will collaborate if possible with mGear, and so I will provide them with the tool. So this will be another version of what they already had. So this will be a upgrade version of that. So why not? So there will be one way of to release this to public, and it will be free of cost and will be open source. And for people, if it goes with mGear, then it will follow what is mGear's policies. So and otherwise I could release this just as a standalone universal tool that anyone could use in the industry. These have more. This tool have more flexibility in terms of how the user use it and how they want to collect the data and how they input and output the data. So this this tool gives a lot of flexibility in that area as well. That's enough for talking. Let's start seeing some examples of this. This is one image from Josh Sobel's character. So I will do a quick demo on that one. So for us here, this is, let's say this is your template mesh that your studio is using, and all your other characters assume that is being generated with this based on this mesh, and they share the same topology. If that's the thing, then you feed your source mesh here. So based on this mesh, it will collect the data. Okay. So then another option is like how you actually passing the guide to the UI. So you have a few options. One is guide root. If you give this group whatever is inside this, doesn't matter even if they are in hierarchies, doesn't matter. If they are there, it will collect all the data for those guides. Just saying, maybe in there are some of these you don't want to collect those. Let's say for this I don't want to collect any data, so you pass them here. So it will not collect any data for those. And maybe you say, nah, maybe I will do what I will do, and I will pass my mesh, and I don't want to use the guide root method because maybe there's something that I don't want to have time to filter and add that here. So this where it comes more prefix options or suffix option. So here in prefix or suffix option, so what I will do, I will just pass guide. So this is my prefix. So you can see it has all those. And this is another reason that this will be really good. Maybe in your studio, all the guides for your that you are using, they are not in one group. Maybe it's all over the place in many groups and many areas. So the best way is like, why not pass every studio? I'm pretty sure they have a good naming system. So pass the prefix to the UI, and we will collect the data for each of those. And it still does very fast and don't slow down anything, the process. And the other method is based on selection. So you select all your guides, add it here, and it will collect all the data based on that. Whichever way it works or you think is useful for you, you can do that. And as you could see, you could only use one of this method at a time. If you use based on this prefix or suffix, and other tools get disabled, you can no longer use them. And if you use this, it will disable the other two. So it will work on one of them at a time. Let's say we want to use this method. Now I want to collect the data for that. The tool goes and collect. As you can see, still it's really fast compared to how much data it's collecting and doing the filterings, all those things as well. It's already doing very fast. So, and now that's been done. And yeah, so I didn't move the mesh. So even if I move this mesh here, just for a, let's say 1-to-1, then just moving here, if I update it, it plays all those guides based on this. You would say, that's not anything maybe hard or anything. You could just place it, or maybe you could scale, or maybe even move the leg a little bit. Okay. And even you might think that all these transformations will feed the data. No, nothing. You don't realign that is all. I have this and I change this proportion and all those things, and I want to update it again. And it places all them copy flow. And even if I, let's say, import the same character again, for example, now the tool is not being closed, it still have all those data. So it is still can be used. And another thing is now maybe for later use, so you want to export all those data here. Let's say this one will be test okay. So this been saved. Now you could import it later on to use it. So it's much. When you import it, then you don't have to initialize or anything. So you just start updating based on what you're doing. So this really be another really good thing. And even if I quickly scale this down to even this, even freeze it or not freeze it, all the transformation doesn't really matter. And let's say this size. And when I want to this time, let's say I'll move the neck this way. Okay, maybe now I want to update. See, all the judge placement is doing well, shrink. So, and then you could do a similar thing. One more thing here. Let's say the proportion was changed, something like this. You want to update based on this. So you could see the name of the geometry is important. So let's change the name of this quickly and put this geometry like it should be and apply. And it applied all those guide placements accordingly. And even for the fingers and all of them and the proportion, and it respect all those proportions accordingly. So this is one thing. Another one example, let's say try on something more different. And this time I don't want to use this trace X method. Let's use this time the group method. Okay. And when you see all my zones are in hierarchy and then they have their own hierarchy and all those things. Okay. So multiple hierarchies going on. So I will create this. This is my mesh. And I will feed the guide root here this time because I'm using this method. And I will select the data. This means collected. And let's say I want the character. And let's say all first. Now what I will do is this one. Maybe I will change it a bit this way, or move it up, or maybe changing this part even. And another more than that. So it don't have to be exact what it is doing. So still if I update, it will fit my character. All those guides have been placed properly and all those things. And let's say this time the proportion was a bit changed, but let's scale it up as well. And let's do one more thing. For this, let's say I will rotate it from here. Let's say this way. And as well as I just wanted to scale it aspect from that collision, let's say. This is much what else. This is just a test, yes. So update the guide and we'll replace all your guides accordingly. So this tool as I said, it's quite similar to what mGear already have. And only thing it's doing, it's calculating the data, and accuracy is way better and faster than what they had. And because this is it create Blue Sky one, what they were doing, they create a landmark, and there will be image plane for each area to collect the data, and the method they were using, based on those, it collect the data and pass it and store it and all those things. Basically, this tool now is doing both of them at the same time, but we don't need to rely and create the image plane. But actually, what it does, it will already, if every guide is here, for example, if it's this one, it's already casting ray from this point to the mGear, and as well as for area, and collecting the 3 point of it and creating a surface and like a plane, image plane surface. Let's see, like this face, only a triangle version of this, for example, and based on that, and take a relationship of the position, and as well as collecting that data, and as well as the method that mGear was doing in collecting all those based on matrices. So they were collecting and combining those and filtering out which one is more giving better result and accuracy, and you apply that to the character when we're doing the update. So maybe some of these guides that we have applied is being used the mGear's method. Maybe some of them is used Blue Sky's method, because both of them was it filtered at the end as well, which one is give better result and apply based on. So this is a quick demo of this tool basically, and even if we see this one now, even if I reset this all, still it doesn't really matter. So it do apply, it apply in the guide placement exactly. I hope you like this tool, and I will see how I can actually collaborate with mGear to provide them with this tool, and it will be another version of what they have. If I could not do that with them, so then what I would do, I will release this as a proof of concept. You could say it's still work in progress and not in final or anything out there for other people to use. So it's using just pure Maya stuff and as well Python stuff, and don't rely on any crazy packages or anything. So it's easy to use and it's very fast to use. I hope that you like this tool, and that's it. Have a good time. See ya. Happy rigging.